Okay, welcome everybody to Coping Skills Tool Belt Workshop series. I am Dana Markson. I am owner and director of Mind Soother Therapy Center, which is a group psychotherapy practice, typically in Livingston, but now therapists all over Essex County. Our practice is 100% online right now. And I am also owner of Rockstar Practice, which is a coaching business for private practitioners interested in leveling up your practice systems. And I will put all this information in the chat. If you would like to join our private practice, Rockstar Practice Facebook group, feel free to do that by going online, and I will admit you, and I look forward to seeing you there. We started this workshop series 3 weeks ago. This is episode 3, because many private practice therapists were reaching out to me and saying, I'm having a really hard time. What do you think I should do? How do I help myself? And I said, you know what, let me bring on a lot of guest experts, one each week, to teach us as therapists techniques to help ourselves. This is not a clinical training. This is not information on what you can do with your clients in the room. These are techniques simply for you, the therapist, on how to manage anxiety, improve your grounding, and reduce calm. So take this time and space for you today. I am so pleased to introduce our guest expert today, Tamini Farah. Tamini and I met socially actually about 1.5 years ago, and we became fast friends and colleagues because we realized we had a lot of like-minded thoughts and feelings and approaches to life and to relationships and to the work that we're doing. Tamini is an LCSW and has been for over 25 years with a private practice in Oradell, and she specializes in working with clients with the mind-body connection. And it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Tamini today, who is going to walk us through Self-Reiki practices and some Qigong methods for you, the therapist. So welcome, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Tamini Farah. Thank you, Dana. I am very happy to be here with all of you on this rainy Friday. We're going to share an experience together of Reiki and Qigong. I know that we're all under tremendous stress now and trying to not only soothe our clients, our family, our friends, but ourselves. And I wanted to read you a quote. It is often in the darkest skies that we see the brightest stars. And I'm hoping that today we can find some brightness within and we can shine our light on those that are coming in contact with us, because as I think you all know, it's not only who you impact directly, but there is a ripple effect out into the world. So we're going to talk about energy work and how it can impact all of us and of course our clients. But first, let me tell you a little bit about my journey. My first love was dance. I trained as a ballerina for decades. I thought I was going to be a professional dancer, which didn't quite work out. However, I learned a lot about myself in the process. And what I learned was that through movement, I could transcend my experience and that I was able to go to a different place while I was moving and listening to beautiful music. As a late teenager, I developed a chronic illness with debilitating pain associated with it. And there was no medical marijuana at that point, and painkillers were not an option. So I was forced to come up with a way to deal with my chronic pain. And what I figured out was through the combination of sound and touch and movement, I could put myself into a hypnotic trance. So this became quite profound for me. This was an awareness that led me to look for other ways to move things around internally. So I went on to study transcendental meditation, and I studied Reiki at Kopalo Institute. I became a hypnotherapist, Ericksonian hypnotherapy. And then more recently, I found Shake Your Soul, which is a form of dance. It's an intuitive dance that corresponds with the different fluids in your body. It's known as the yoga of dance. And through the Shake Your Soul training, Qigong I was introduced to Qigong, which is a beautiful, flowing, meditative movement. And we're going to talk more about that a little bit later. We're going to experience it together. We're going to actually do the Qigong together. So we will start with Reiki. I wanted to just talk a little bit about trauma. And, you know, we're all dealing with that every day in our work. And personally, everyone has dealt with trauma, whether it's big T or little t trauma. And trauma is very much, the energy work is a way of moving the trauma around in your body. And it gets stuck. The trauma gets stuck in different places, which causes all sorts of somatic and emotional distress, whether it's, you know, a headache, a stomach ache, a backache, bronchial issues. Everyone manifests it differently. And all of the different modalities of energy work are ways of moving our trauma around, releasing it, and helping us to regain balance in our life and clarity and relaxation. So Reiki, for those of you that don't know, it's a laying on of hands. Again, it's a very old, ancient Japanese form of healing. And it's basically bringing a universal positive energy into the body. Excuse me. Typically, it's done with one person giving it to another. But since we're going to be doing it to ourselves, we're going to warm up our hands and we're going to lay hands on ourselves today. There will be 9 positions. I will talk you through it. We'll stand while we're doing it. And afterwards, we can share how it felt, what came up for you, and we can have a little bit of an interaction. And then you'll have a chance to type in your feelings, what came up for you, and I think that will be really interesting to share. And then we'll move on to the Qigong. So,
it's Dana. I just want to interrupt for 1 second.
Yeah.
The video is a little delayed, and I just want to put this out there to everybody. I'm not sure how it's coming across on your screen, but for me, it's a little delayed, Tamini. So could you please make sure that you're not only showing us, but also telling us? So in other words, if you demonstrate the position yourself while standing up, if you also describe it so that everybody has an understanding, you know, put your left hand here, put your right hand there, because your video is a little glitchy. Okay, everybody?
Of course.
So just bear with it. We are doing the best we can. And so Tamini will now guide through some Self-Reiki.
Okay, so let's all stand up and just either get behind our chairs or move our chairs to the side. And Dana?
Yes.
Please you can cue the music. And we're going to start in the prayer position. It's a very light touch we're going to start with. And each position will hold for 1 minute so that we have a chance to really relax and let the energy work, enter our bodies. Okay, Dana. Feel the heat between your hands, lightly pushing against each other. We'll hold this for 1 minute. Breathe in and out. Just think about the energy that is starting to radiate through your body. Now, very gently, take your hands and place them on the crown of your head. Lightly touch the top of your head and think about releasing some of the pressure that you feel at this time in working with all your clients and working through their issues and problems with them, and just release that and introduce some positive energy. And we're going to breathe through this 30 more seconds. And gently take your hands and place them over your eyes in a cupping position, leaving plenty of room to breathe. And close your eyes and allow yourself to see what's within. And breathe in and out. Gently feeling the energy flowing through to your eyes. Keeping them closed. Now take your hands and put your left hand on your throat and your right hand on your heart. And breathe in some compassion, self-compassion. Allow your throat to open up so the energy can flow through your body. You will hold this position for 30 more seconds. The next position, take your hands and place them under your breastbone. They're not touching each other. On your solar plexus. We'll breathe in some energy through our core, opening up some space. Some healing, universal energy coming in. Just allow some space for something positive. You can feel, even though we can't see each other, we feel that we're all in this together. Now gently take your hands and put them on your lower abdomen, your gut. It's called the second heart, center of the body. We all hold a lot of stress here, a lot of discomfort. And we're going to release some anxiety and pour in some positive, powerful energy. Now take your hands and put them gently on your shoulder. I'll turn around, hopefully you can see me. On your shoulder blades. And we're going to imagine that we're releasing the weight of the world on our shoulders. And instead, we're putting in positive, healing, relaxing energy. Now hold this for 30 more seconds. Take your hands and put them on your kidneys, on your back, like this. And gently imagine that you're releasing the toxins. The kidneys purify the body. And let's put in some healthy, happy, positive energy. And breathe through this very important spot in our body, which is often forgotten about. Lower back. Now finally, the last pose, we're going to sit down. You take your chair and move it back. We're going to sit down and we're going to touch our feet with some positive energy. Our feet root us to the ground and the earth. We all need grounding right now. So we're going to either, you can touch the ball of your foot or your toes. And close your eyes and imagine that you're rooting through the earth, through your feet. And you're feeling very, very steady and strong. And there's positive energy coming up through the earth. And it's radiating through your entire body. Now take your foot and put it back down. We're just going to breathe for a minute until we start sharing through the chat what came up for us. We're just going to breathe for another minute and give ourselves a moment of transitioning back into the space. So open your eyes now. And Dana, we're going to shut the music now, and I'm really curious how everyone experienced that, what came up for you, how you felt. Typically, Reiki is done for, Self-Reiki is done for 2 minutes. We did only a minute. I'm seeing some of the chats come up. You're welcome. I'm so glad that it felt peaceful and gentle. Oh, everybody's really, I'm reading these chats. This is great. It sounds like people really got something very positive. And this is such an easy thing to do at home, so soothing and calming, and just put on some nice quiet music. It's really a beautiful way to take care of yourself. People absolutely needed this. You're welcome. You're welcome. I see that, Renee, you're welcome, and everybody else who's chatting with me. But at times it was hard to hear. Dana, are you there?
It says it was hard for this person to focus.
Okay.
Hear her mind. So I think that's pretty common when we're shifting from taking care of other people in our houses and our lives to going inward to a relaxed space. So this person was saying it was hard to focus and clear my mind to not drift away.
Yes. Yes. It can be, but you know, I gave myself permission to release. Yeah, you do drift, but like meditation, like any other form of energy work, things start to come up, and that's okay. There's no judgment around it. You just release it and go in and out. But it is very grounding and calming, and I hope that you can all incorporate this in some way into your self-care practice, because that's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to take care of ourselves so that we have something to give to our clients, especially in this time. So, excuse me. Can you send the order of the poses? Okay, yes, I can send them.
Anybody that wants that information, feel free to email me. I will also have this recording up on our website, and I will put that link in the chat at the end as well. We are going to move on to our next set of exercises, and if anybody wants any more information, I put Tamini's email at the very top of the chat. Feel free to email her directly, or you can email me, or both, and we will get you the information that you need.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm happy to communicate with anyone. Just email me. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Qigong, which is a flowing, moving meditation. Qi is energy, and Gong means work. This is a Chinese ancient moving meditation that's been around for centuries. And the energy work is the internal work that happens in the body while you are moving the energy around. And as you will see, when we're doing this, you're moving all areas of your body. So this is a very relaxing, synchronized movement. One of the reasons I love it so much is because it does feel like you're dancing. And this aids in digestion, circulation. It's also, the chest exercises are wonderful for the lungs. People with asthma find this to be beneficial. It's for all ages. People can do it in a chair. They can stand. You can do it outside, inside. It's just very user-friendly. And even if you just incorporate maybe 1 or 2 poses, it's wonderful. Now we're going to experience today 18 poses, and Each pose we will repeat 6 times, just so you have a sense of what we're doing. I will talk you through it because, as Dana pointed out, there is a delay, and I want you to know that I'm here with you, and even though I can't see you all, I know you're there, so I will talk you through it, and you won't be moving your feet, but you'll be keeping your legs slightly bent so that you have the ability to, it's almost like a floating motion. My hands are going up and down like this. So, but you don't need a lot of space. So we are going to get up now. We're going to move our chairs to the side where you can stand behind you. I think it's probably better if you move your chair to the side because we will be lifting our legs and leaning over at certain points. So I'm going to stand up now, and Dana, you can cue the music up. And we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. Standing up, shoulder width apart. Now we're going to relax our whole body and just breathe naturally. Remember to keep your legs slightly bent. And this is all about moving energy around. So just think about the energy in your body. And here we go. Try to keep your gaze down, not staring straight ahead, because you're in a meditative state. Bring your hands in and down. Lift the energy up. Release. Bring it back in and down. Now turn to the right and turn to the left. And you're going to be rotating your energy and balance from side to side. Side, look to the right. You're transferring energy, as you can see, moving it around so you can release. Right. Bring the energy up overhead. I hope you can all see me. Just bringing all the energy up, bringing it around my entire body. And there's a little bit of a bending of the knees here. Just like you're throwing the energy over your head and letting it fall down around you. So you can bathe in this moving meditation. Right, that's right. And we're going to drop the energy to the side and bring it to the front. You turn to the right and bring it around. And bring the left up over and move the energy in front of you. And take some energy from behind you. And it feels very good to stretch. Now gather up around and circle your arms and come behind you and around. I'll stand like this so you can see what we're doing and bring it around like this. That's right. Stretch your arms. Make circles with your arms. Now you're grabbing, like from a tree, some energy. And you're turning the other side and grabbing a piece of energy. And you're taking another piece. You're bringing it to yourself. And you're just pivoting from side to side. Very gently. That's right. You'll swing your arms from side to side and pivot your whole body from side to side like this. Good. Now we're going to push and push very slowly. Push. And push. And then bring it in. And push and bring it in. Push and bring it in. Push and bring it in. Like you're floating, you know? Like a beautiful bird, just kind of floating and gathering. Gentle movement of the arms and pivoting your body and your feet. You're just kind of floating back and forth. Now we're going to gather energy from the ground. So we're going to lean over and then throw it out so we can bathe in it. Pick it up and throw it out all over you. You're leaning all the way down to the ground here and gathering up your energy. Very synchronized. Now we're pushing and bringing it back, and pushing and bringing it back. I'll show you from the side so you can see what I'm doing. Pushing. See, it's very flowing. Every movement leads to the next movement. There's no gaps. Now it's like we're gathering like a basket, opening and closing. So it's opening, closing, like a circle with your arms, gathering the energy. You're moving, you're like rocking back and forth with this position. Rocking. With this, we're offering and offering. 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 Bringing it back to ourselves. Very slowly. Meditate on the energy that you're experiencing in some of the movement. Now, I think my favorite pose is the flying like a bird. Very gracefully, let your arms float down. When you're bending your knees, come up and down like a bird. Remember to keep your feet hip width apart. Now we're going to circle around now. Just bring the energy around your body. Drop down to the floor, just a big circle. Drop down. Then we're going to reverse it. And let's move in the other direction. Okay, now we're going to lift our leg and our arm at the same time. Like we have a string attached to our knee and we're lifting it up like this. Opposite arm, opposite leg. It's almost like you're running in slow motion. Very slowly. And you bend and release. Bend and release. Right. And now, I'm going to bring yourselves back to a smaller motion, moving the energy around. Bring that ball of energy back to your body. You can feel it. You can feel the ball. So I want you to imagine right now that you're holding this ball of energy in front of your body like this. Just keep your eyes closed at this point. Just hold your ball and feel the edges of your energy. You can start moving your hands slowly in and out, stretching the boundaries, putting your attention on your palms. Maybe you start to feel a little heat between your hands. Or maybe you feel a little magnetic pull between your palms. And this is the energy that you've been moving around for about 20 minutes. And you're holding it. And just keep your fingers and your palms very relaxed. There's no tension there. This is about feeling relaxed. And just hold that energy ball in front of you and just start rotating your hands a little bit. I can feel some heat moving around my ball. I hope you're feeling relaxed. Whatever you feel is fine. Gently move your hands a little bit more. Just keep moving your hands and feeling your energy ball. Sometimes bigger, smaller. If you feel the tingling now, just let it grow. Close your eyes. We're going to be ending soon this exercise. Just keep feeling your ball of energy and get in touch with the sensations so we can share what our experience was. And in a minute, I'm going to ask you to sit back down in your chair and sit down now. Get your chair, move around back to your chair and sit down. And just let's take one more minute for a deep breath in and exhale. And one more breath. And then exhale. And that concludes our Qigong experience. Dana, you can shut the music now. Hello. So how is everyone feeling? I think this would be a great time to talk a little bit about what your experience was. You can send it through the chat and we can share and maybe have, if you want to ask some questions, we can discuss it a little bit. I'm so glad. That was great. It was energizing, good. I love this, calming, absolutely wonderful. I feel incredible. Oh, I love this feedback. Awesome. Really enjoyed the movements. Did people feel at the end any of that magnetic pull in their fingers, a tingling or a warm feeling? Did anybody experience it? Absolutely felt it. Yeah, yeah, it's so powerful to, like, your body's telling you that it's getting something. It was great and powerful. Thank you for all this wonderful feedback. Yeah, it was very, very, I felt I was in relationship with what, Dana? I can't read all.
Relationship with energy.
Nice.
I felt I was in relationship with the energy. That's beautiful.
That is very beautiful. Yeah, right. You lose your you lose your sense of anything else other than the energy, the movement, and it's incredibly relaxing because you kind of enter into a transcendent state. If you do this enough, it's a practice like anything else.
There's a question for you, Tamini, from Karen.
Yes.
Is there guidance for breathing during the movement? I began to breathe in as I pulled in and out as I reached. So in as I pulled and out as I reached. Is there a particular way that people should be breathing during this?
The breathing is relaxed. It's not necessarily an intentional breath the way you might do with yogic breathing. It's supposed to be very relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Right, so just like during your natural breathing in and out as you're moving.
Exactly. But that sounds great, that if you were breathing in and releasing, I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did people feel like they were dancing at all in slow motion? That's the way it feels to me. I'm wondering if other people experienced it like that. Yes. Yeah, good. Yeah, I felt like I was flying. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Somebody shared that I realized that my physical back pain is related to stuck energy. The movement really helped this. That's so lovely.
Wonderful.
Really, yeah.
Yes, like dancing and flying. Yeah, and you can feel, that's wonderful. Whoever shared that about the stuck energy,
Yes.
That's exactly the point of all of this, to release.
Lisa said, I would love to do more of this. Do you teach it? And yes, I felt like I was floating. Do you teach this, Tamini?
Well, I teach Shake Your Soul, which incorporates the Qigong, so I guess the answer is yes. But if somebody's interested in participating in a class, email me and we'll see what we can work out.
Yeah, maybe we can bring, if people are interested, we can bring people into Shake Your Soul, which is sort of next level, letting it go, free flowing dance / Qigong.
Yes.
Maybe we can offer a free class to people for that. This was a great entree into Shake Your Soul.
Exactly.
And I know you're super passionate about it. And I would love to take that class as well. So for those of you that are interested in that, if you would email me to Dana@Rockstar Practice, it's where the invite for this Zoom workshop came from, then Tamini and I can figure out if we can set aside some other time, or Tamini herself can do it, to present that to us. I would love to share in that experience. Lots of people saying that would be great.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I would love to do that.
There's one more question which was sent to me privately, so you can't see it. I noticed that my usually cold hands warmed up from the Reiki, but got cold during Qigong. Any idea why there's a difference?
You know, that is very interesting because my hands are freezing right now too. And I was just noticing it in my body and wondering why I can't quite, whoever sent the question, are you noticing it during the Qigong or you're noticing it afterwards? I'm curious
see
about
if she
that.
responds back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see. People are
Oh,
saying, yeah,
is that,
people are saying that this was amazingly helpful, that they're interested in more. And so the person that asked that question said during, so not after.
okay, so that's it. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe next time when you're doing it, you can concentrate on breathing, just the focus, bringing your focus to your hands and see if they warm up. Because in the Qigong, you see with the Reiki, it is a specific healing with the hands. And so heat naturally is going through your hands. But with the Qigong, the whole body is moving. So I don't know if you make a specific kind of mental, just breathing into the hands, some energy, it might warm them up. Not sure.
Somebody else said, I noticed I ended up with sweaty hands. It's also really interesting. I love that we all have our own unique experience, which makes this so beautiful, right? It's such a lovely opportunity for us to offer this to ourselves. Take an hour, half hour, 15 minutes of dedicated self-Reiki time a day, especially during this difficult time. And I would invite you to do it every day, because I think we always need it as mental health caregivers. We always need to take dedicated, intentional time for ourselves, right?
Yes, yes, so true, Dana.
So I wanted to just say thank you so much to Tamini for generously volunteering your time today and offering us this opportunity. I wanted to say that I love you and I honor you. And I love and honor all of you who chose to spend an hour with us today and learn these beautiful techniques for you. And so I honor and care for all of you. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Dana. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bye, everybody.